I spend hundreds of hours every single month shopping on Amazon, and over the course of that, I find many ways to actually shop smarter and save money, and I'm gonna share 8 of those with you today. If you stick with me till the end of all these tips, I guarantee you'll save at least $40 just by watching this video, so let's dive into number 1 right away. Now today's first tip is going to be subscribe and save. You can actually see this option right on the right side of the screen where my mouse is hovering over right now. So you see just above that one-time purchase in this box right up here. If you buy this as a one-time purchase, it's $21.31. You can subscribe and save anywhere from 5 to 15% depending on how often you actually subscribe and save here. Now you're typically going to see this on common items, household items, laundry detergents, cleaning products, and you can choose anywhere from 2 weeks to up to 6 months redelivery on this, again, depending on how often you actually need it. Now one thing you might say is you don't want to subscribe because you don't know when you're going to need it next, or you might just not want to commit to that. So one pro tip I have for this is no matter what, hit that subscribe and save option. You're going to save that 5 to 15% right away. And go ahead and unsubscribe if you actually don't want to be subscribed to it. You're still going to save money. You'll unsubscribe right away, it won't charge you anything, and you can move on. Pro tip number 2 is gonna be around fake reviews. Now I have this website open called Review Meta. Basically what this website does is they look through all of the reviews on a product and make sure that those are real reviews. They're not coming from bots, they're coming from accounts who have left other real reviews, purchased things, all these sorts of verification factors that it's automatically doing for you, and it's free. Let's check it out. So let's say I have this product open, I'm looking at getting this car wash cleaning kit right here. It has 4.3 stars. It's an Amazon's Choice product, 771 ratings, but I want to see if those ratings are actually real. I'm going to go up to the top bar right there and click copy paste on the URL up there. You can also right click and click on copy. If you don't know the shortcut for it, click copy and then hit either Command V or hit that paste button from right clicking here. So I'm going to use Command C, Command V to copy paste the URL in there and hit go on this. And pretty quickly, it's going to give you this update of what the actual reviews are on this product. Now, sometimes it'll have this information right away. Sometimes you have to give it about 30 seconds to 60 seconds to update this information. And then sometimes, as you're seeing with mine, you have to begin a report refresh. Again, this should be pretty quick. I'm gonna hit that button right there and we're gonna start gathering the data. It's gonna reload and refigure out all the reviews for this that are real and fake. It doesn't update this constantly unless people are searching for those items. So let's wait until this is done. And we're all set here. That took maybe about 10 seconds or so. You can see on Amazon, this shows that it has 4.3 stars, 771 ratings, but this website thinks 32% of those ratings are not actually real. There should only be 526, and it still thankfully has 4.2 stars. I use this all the time, and I often see products go from anywhere in the 4-star range to the 3-star range with hundreds or maybe even thousands of fake reviews. So it's always good to double check here before you trust the reviews and purchase something, just so you can know their actual reviews. Pro tip number 3 is gonna start over here on the deals page of Amazon. If you don't know how to get here, it's just amazon.com/deals to get to this page, or you can click on one of the deal tabs at the top up here. This will change depending on when you're watching it, but for example, this today's deals tab that I have highlighted right here with my cursor, you can click on that one to get to here. And then there's something called lightning deals. We're gonna scroll down the page right here. It could be higher up depending on, again, when you're watching this, what your page looks like, but keep looking on that left-hand side bar until all this kind of text comes up on the left side where you see my mouse hovering, and you're gonna wanna click under this deal type right here on lightning deal. Click on that lightning deal, and everything that now shows up here is going to be on a lightning deal. What does that mean? Basically, it's a deal that's only gonna last from about 12 to 24 hours, and it's gonna be a discount that you can jump on right away. Let's take a look at some of them. So I'll just click on one of the first ones here. You can see this men's long sleeve flannel plaid casual shirt right here. Let's go ahead and click on this one. It says up to 32% off. Click into this one right here, and it does look like for this one we need to choose our size, so hopefully our size is on a lightning deal also. And sometimes with clothes, it is size specific or color specific. Usually with the other products, you don't have to choose all these options, but with this clothes right here, I did have to choose this black and white color in size medium. I'm sure there are many combinations based on these colors and sizes, but you can see on the right hand side here now, this lightning deal. Instead of this being $18.99 for the next probably 24 hours or so, it actually doesn't have a time on it. This is 20% off down to $15.19 instead of $18.99. You're gonna see lightning deals of all sorts on all sorts of different products of all sorts of different amounts. Sometimes I've seen them ending within an hour. Sometimes they're up to discounts of 50, 60, 70%, especially on some of those Prime days or Black Friday or Cyber Monday or those types of days. For pro tip number 5, this is going to apply to anyone who has to hit a limit in their cart of at least $25 or $35, depending on if you're a Prime member or not, to get that free shipping qualification. So if you have something in your cart that's say $20, but you don't have free shipping until $25 on your cart, you can actually add some items under $1 on Amazon to fill that cart up to $25. It could be little things that you actually need. Let's take a look at some of the options. So here's one of the pages I use often. It's just a grocery page of items under $1. So you can see, you can get, for example, a pack of chips for 90 cents. You can get some crackers for 69 cents. You can get some of that Skinny Pop, which we all love, for 99 cents, and so on. There are so many different food options all under $1, so you can easily just add some of these that you know you're gonna use at some point in the future. Like maybe you use pizza sauce super often, so just add a pizza sauce so you get free shipping. Same thing with string cheese, a box of mac and cheese for your kids, so on. You can actually do this in all sorts of categories. Just search up anything you want, and then on the filters on the side, filter it under $1 and start filling that cart for free shipping. For pro tip number 5, we're back at another website. This one is called Camel, and this is an Amazon price tracker. This one is super helpful because oftentimes you'll see things on deals or have coupons on Amazon, but it's actually not true. Unfortunately, you can just raise the price as an Amazon seller and then put it on discount, and it looks like it has an awesome discount, but really it's the price that it started at. I'm gonna show you an example of this. Let's hop back over to that deal page right here, and at the top you see tons of robot vacuums. Maybe that's because I buy a lot of robot vacuums and I test a lot of robot vacuums out, but you might see this too. But anyways, you can do this with anything you see. I'm gonna click on one of them right here that says it is 76% off. So I'm highlighting it right there with my mouse. It says it's normally $722, marked down to $172. I'm gonna click into this one right here, and again, we're gonna copy paste that link at the top with Control C, go back to camel.com, and then just Control V into this little text box right here and click that search option. Now what Camel does is, again, tells you the entire price history of that product every single day that it's been listed on Amazon. So right back on the page right here, we can see best price $172.99, which it's been since October 18th. Today is the 24th for me, so it's been about 6 days that this has been at this price point. But let's look down even further. More importantly, you can filter this by either 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, or all-time prices, depending on how long it's actually been on there. This one looks like it's only been listed for about a month, maybe even less. So let's take a look at that, and you can see for this one, it actually has been upwards of that $722 price point until they discounted it on that October 18th date. What you just saw with that one is another strategy. This company will list the product as a completely new product, keep it at that high price point until they want to discount it to the point where they actually want to sell the product, and then drop that price down, which is pretty much what we saw with that one. So it's a brand new product. It's hard to see too much data on it and figure out if it's actually a good deal. But let's look at a second robot vacuum. So the one right next to it here is also listed at 71% off. It's marked down from $329.99 to $95.99. So under $100 for robot vacuum. I'm gonna click in and grab the link for this one too. And let's do the exact same thing here. We're just gonna update on Camel and take a look at price history. We have much more data on this one. This will help us out much more. So I have it set to all right now, which for me is just too much data in this chart right here. I wanna look at maybe the last 3 months or the last 6 months on this product right here, and I think 3 months is giving us good data. Again, you can play around with this and figure out, you know, what you actually want to see out of this, but just in the last 3 months. So we know that today the price is $95.99 for this robot vacuum, and it says it was marked down from $329.99. Now, if we look at Camel, you see this blue bar, and that's actually gonna be the product's price history. Now, the green dotted line you see right here, that is the price that the vacuum actually currently is. And the red bar at the top is the highest price it's ever been at $379.99. Now, you can see, even though the Amazon page tells us that this is $329.99 normally, if you look somewhere in the $329 range, this is pretty much never what the price is. The price is usually between where this line kind of meets up, which we can say is somewhere between $150 and $250, around $200. But oftentimes, and if you want to keep it simple, you can just look at that bottom green line right there. Oftentimes, this blue line is on top of that green line. So what does that actually mean? That blue line on top of the green line for most of the last 3 months means that this vacuum has actually been that $95.99 price point for all of the last 3 months, aside from some outliers. So you can see, even though it spikes up and down through these little peaks right here, that's pretty much just them doing it so they can put it back on discount, and Amazon says the vacuum is on discount. From August through now, a majority of the time this vacuum has been $95.99. This is actually not a good sale at all. I know that one was a little bit complicated, but the more you actually use Camel, you'll figure it out pretty quickly after just trying 2 or 3 products and getting the hang of what it actually looks like when it is a good deal in there. And just for one more quick example regarding it, just so you can see what a good deal actually does look like in Camel, so you're not confused, I'm gonna show you this Echo Pop. Now, it's not currently on discount, but I did just get a bunch of these myself on the most previous Amazon Prime Day. They were around $19 or so when I bought them. You can see they're up to $39.99. So if we take this link and copy it into Camel, this page pulls up. You can see the price history of this Echo Pop right here. You can see that, again, the red dotted line where we are right now is the highest points it's ever been and its current price at $39.99. But like I said, in the October Prime Day right here, you can see it dropped to $17.99. So had you been looking this on Prime Day, you would have seen that it was in this little gap right down here. It was at $17.99. Never ever in its previous price had it been below, let's say, $20 to $25 in this little dip right here. $25 is where it was discounted the few times in the past, but most often it's at $40, so getting it at $17.99 was a steal. If I've already saved you money up to this point, consider hitting that subscribe and like buttons. It helps support the page a ton, and I really appreciate it. I'm also doing a huge giveaway at 10K subscribers, so join in on the fun. For tip number 6, we're back on Amazon's main website. It's gonna be free Kindle books. Now, if you have a Kindle or you're considering getting a Kindle, you're gonna wanna check this one out. Basically, on Amazon.com, all I did was search free Kindle books in the search bar up there, and it's gonna give you a list of a ton of books that you can literally get for $0.00. I mean, completely free for a Kindle. So if we just click on the first option here, CM Sutter's Run for Your Life, Kindle $0, paperback $14.99. And even if you don't have a Kindle, you can still download the Kindle app on your phone, iPhone, Android, it should be on all of the phones, and read for free with their app, as it says right there. So if you like reading, you're looking for new books, but you don't want to spend money on new books, go get free Kindle books, guys. There's a ton of options there, and there's no catch to it. Tip number 7, if I haven't saved you money up to this point somehow, that's pretty crazy, but if you've ever done a search on Amazon before, this one could save you money, so check it out. Inside of Amazon.com, I've searched for bed sheets right here. Now, there are tons of bed sheet options. How do I know which one to go with? I kind of want the cheapest one, but I want to like filter it out by cheapest ones. You can sort by price, but then you're gonna lose out on ratings. So one other thing you can do, you can actually add a filter to filter by discount amount in the URL bar up at the top. So back at the top right up here, that place we were copy pasting before, we're gonna click into there and you're gonna copy paste this exact text right there. And PCT-off equals, and then the amount you actually want to filter. So I have it as 50 to 90. So we're gonna look for bed sheets that are 50 to 90% off right now. I will put that text in the description down below, and you can just modify the numbers 50 and 90 to play around with what discount percents you actually want to look with. And one thing I will say is Amazon is limiting this a little bit. They're helping with that filter still, and it's still gonna give you some discounted ones, but they're still gonna show their overall picks, their Amazon's Choice products, all of those top sellers that they actually have, but it is still gonna help you out a little bit. Let's look at the results. So immediately you can see that all of the options on the top row right here all are on a discount. Now they all aren't up to that 50% amount because, as you can see, the first one, overall pick for Amazon, they're gonna put that in there as a top pick, even though it's not at that 50% off. But our second option right in here is $34.99 down to $13.99. This one is 60% off. It falls right in that 50 to 90% range that we had just originally had. Now, of course, if you've been watching this video, you should go to camel.com and double check that this is actually a discount. I'm not gonna do it because I'm not buying these bed sheets right now, but when you do this, make sure you double check those discounts because they could be fake. If I haven't saved you that $40 so far that I promised you at the beginning of the video, maybe this one will do it for you. It's tip number 8, and it's gonna be saving on your Prime subscription plan. Come check it out. So if you just go to Amazon Prime and you open up your account and look at your Prime membership, you're most likely on a monthly plan like I am. I've been on this monthly plan actually for probably a couple of years. Now you can see the monthly plan is $14.99, but right below it there we have this See More Plans button. Go ahead and click that and open it up, and you can see that you can change your plan from monthly to annual. Now, if you're like me, you've had Prime for more than a year anyways, so why would you not switch to this annual subscription? You're just paying monthly for the annual anyways. Of course, maybe you don't want to pay the full annual fee up front, but if you can afford to pay it up front, look at the discount we get. The monthly, as I said, my current membership, $14.99 a month. The annual membership, $139 a year. It says right below that in small text, you'll save almost $41 with annual. If you take that $14.99 and multiply it by 12 months of the year, you're gonna get almost $180 instead of $139. So instantly, just by switching to that annual plan, you're gonna save $40.88. That's actually something I'm gonna do right now. In the comments below, let me know which of these pro tips is gonna help you the most, and if you wanna see more videos like this, let me know.